Hello everybody, and welcome to Nancy Drew, the Deadly Device. I was gonna do this playthrough sooner, but, last time I was gonna do it, I forgot to turn back on my mic, and so I basically did the entire playthrough without any commentary, and it was terrible. So I tested my mic already to see if it was working, and it is indeed working. So we're gonna go in this completely blind because I don't have any, I don't have any notes on this or anything. So I guess we'll just figure it out together or by myself since I'm not streaming this or anything. So let's watch this cutscene first. That music from Nancy Drew, the
Nancy,
Curse of Blackmore
you made it.
Manor.
Good.
You couldn't tell me much earlier. What's the story?
You'll find all the information in Nico's desk drawer. The combination is 171943.
Got it. I'll need full access to the lab and a cover.
For the cover, say you're doing due diligence for a new investor. I'll back you up if anyone asks. But full access to the lab? No. It's too dangerous.
If I can't investigate everything, I might have a problem on my hands.
All right. I'll have Ellie set up a demo for you. But that's it. The equipment in this lab is extremely dangerous.
Got it.
Approach the case how you want, but I think I know where you should start. Ryan. The police really thought she might be behind Nico's murder. They just couldn't prove it. She built the machine that killed him, and supposedly she'd threatened him. Start there. I've got to leave the office. If you need me, I'll be on my phone. Good luck. Stay safe, and please, help me do right by Nico. He was a brilliant scientist and a good man.
Alright, so I do not remember that combination at all.
This must be the drawer where Victor put the case file.
Victor's kind of a creep, isn't he? At least I think so. Okay, so 171. Oh. Okay, 171. 171943. Okay. Noticed when I clicked on 9, I said 7. Whoops. Okay. Okay. I'll do an imitation of Victor. Ready? Nazi. Here is. I can't read it. Nancy, here are the notes from the police investigation. Keep the contents of the file to yourself and do not remove it from Nico's office. If anyone should discover the file on you, your cover will be blown. Victor. Okay. Okay, so the victim, Nico. So he majored in science and co-owner of Technology of Tomorrow. Okay, so I believe body removed by coroner, cause of death confirmed. Execution high voltage charge from Tesla coil, body removed in Tesla lab by Ellie York. Or discover, not removed. That would make Ellie look kind of suspicious if she removed the body. Mason, so he's basically grumpy, he works a day shift, claims to be on a date, but I doubt that because he's really grumpy and likes to argue with people. fate departed ways at 10:30 p.m. just like a victim evident during questioning. Well, yeah, we'll see. We'll get evidence of that later. Ryan Kilpatrick. Daisha stated she's basically crazy, and when we first meet her, something will happen. So, Gray. Have security, night shift. He's basically the second grumpiest person. I think Mason's the first. Victor, we actually talked to him. He's laboratory co-owner, office offsite. Excuse me. Oversees business and financial decisions. Stated he was working alone in offsite office at time of death. Of course. Maybe I should have got a pen or something. Is there a pen over there or anything? Can you, like, go give me a pen really quick? Oh, I caught it. Okay. Thank you. Yeah, I don't have a pen on me, so. Alright, so. I have a notepad here. We're just gonna tear a page off. I tried using a marker earlier, but that didn't really work. So. Alright, so. My hands are frozen because it's like freezing down in my basement. So, security. Video. LBTY 510258. Okay. So is there anything anything else? Okay, that would fit in everything wrong with right there. Well, I should have been reading it. Head of security showed no one entering the lab, the time of victim's death, entrance until after his time of death. That's correct, because we see Gray coming out after. Well, no, that's another one. Whoops, kind of spoiled it. The entering the lab from the time of victim's entrance until after his time of death. Oh, the key card used to enter the lab after victim has not been recovered from the premises. Well, yeah, it has been recovered, and does not match any key card ID in the logs. Yeah, it does actually. We find out later in the logs actually. Nancy says something like, "Oh, well, that's the key card that was used to get into, like, the person used to get in to murder Nico." So that's kind of wrong, but at the same time it's right, because I think Nancy says that after we find the key card. So I don't know. We'll have to see later. It's believed the power surge occurred on site as a result of coil being run shortly before victim's death, causing a glitch in the log system. Oh, okay. Oh, so that explains why it was... No, because somebody shut it off, and they call it a glitch in the log system. Witness statements and crime scene evidence. Ryan Kilpatrick, prime suspect. Okay, that's basically all we need to know. That Ryan is the main... Well, Victor kind of told us, but... Okay.
It's locked.
That needs to be like Nancy's ringtone or something, and nobody's in there right now. We will meet him later. Let's go meet visitors. And we will watch that security video later. Let's go meet Mason first, and when I say grumpy, you will see what I mean in a second. Oh, let's grab this first. And we find something else here later, too. But I guess that doesn't really help us.
If it looks like I'm
later.
busy, that means I'm busy.
What are you working on?
It's immensely complicated. Get a postgrad in advanced math and electrical engineering, then I'll explain it to you.
Put it in layman's terms.
Fine. There's this shiny magic that lives in the power lines, and it's dangerous and sly like a fox. And I'm using math to trick it into leaving the power lines, without accidentally making everyone die.
That sounds like you're working on the wireless transmission of electricity to me.
If you want to put too fine a point on it, go ahead, stranger. Which brings me to my next point.
Who am I?
Please let the answer be something that justifies me kicking you out of my workspace.
I'm here on behalf of a new potential owner.
Wrong.
No, that's correct.
No, I mean wrong answer for me. Not the answer I wanted to hear.
Okay. Do you know why Ryan would want to hurt Nico? Did you work directly with Nico? And what's so special?
Did you work
Let's ask
directly
about
with Nico?
first.
No one worked with Nico. We barely spoke to each other. That's the way he liked it. He practically lived in the lab. If he wanted to look at my work, he'd just root around in my hard drive.
So he'd come in here when you were gone?
No, he'd use the network.
He'd just snoop in your files? That seems kind of annoying.
Not kind of. Entirely. It's unethical, and it allowed him to steal.
I love the kind of like, I guess you would call it an accent, like, steal or something, like.
Do you
can hear
know
it in his
why
voice.
Ryan would want to hurt Nico?
The police already asked the same thing.
Yeah.
Well, what did you tell them?
I said if I were to have killed Nico, it'd be because he stole my work.
Whoa, hold on.
It's just a for instance.
Is it?
Yes, that's because I think logically. I force myself to think from A to B to C, and so on. Ryan is all over the place. For her, it's A to zucchini, to that thing from TV, to maybe C, then on to some non sequitur. I don't trust anyone I can't explain.
Ada Zucchini, that would be me too. Alright, what do you mention stealing your work? Can you prove that? Yeah.
You mentioned Nico stealing your work. Can you prove that?
No.
You must be pretty upset about that.
Say what you really want to say.
Did the police know your feelings about Nico?
What a peculiar question.
Do you have a peculiar answer?
I do in fact have a peculiar answer. I actually told the police the truth. A more interesting question is, how is Ryan still a free woman?
Why shouldn't she be?
In this case, the smoking gun is a miswired Tesla coil that she built.
Okay, so Nancy is supposed to be undercover as like this intern for like another person that's, going to buy the lab. But from all these questions that she's asking, like she actually sounds like somebody that's like investigating Nico's murder. So she's not really putting up like I guess in my opinion, she's not really putting up that thing that, I don't know the right word for it.
What do you remember about the day Nico died?
More than I'd care to.
I imagine. Did anything stick out?
Yes, the police. It was weird. One of us killed Nico, and here they were, talking about a basketball game, like it was any other day.
You said one of us. Why? Why not say someone?
It's just an expression.
It's not an expression I'm aware of.
Don't be contrarian. It doesn't suit you.
Ooh.
Did you dislike Nico?
Very much so.
Would you go as far as to say you hated Nico?
I would go that far, and further. That guy was a jerk.
That seems a little disrespectful, considering...
Does it? Am I supposed to pretend he's great now that he's dead? Lots of jerks have died, and he's one of them. He's a dead, brilliant, jerk madman. The world would be much better off if he'd lived to share more of his intellect. But I selfishly am glad I'll never have to deal with him again.
Ooh, wow.
It seems strange to me that you could be so blasé about a murder.
I deal with things on my own time. But if you are desperate to watch someone cry,
Okay.
Ellie's always
I'm not
available.
gonna ask about Tessa
I'll
yet.
let you go.
See you later.
Let's do that later. Okay. Okay, there's a puzzle here. I think we should solve it now. Okay, so let's write down each and every letter. So E, O, A, N, W, T, M, O, L. This pen's running out of ink. S, S, T, H. And that spells out Tesla's hometown. All those letters that are on his board. Yeah, it spells out Tesla's hometown. So you need to figure out what Tesla's hometown is. And this is the thing I was talking about. Where the piece of machine,
I'm
like,
so
piece of
sorry about that.
metal almost
Are we
killed
cool?
us.
Yes.
Good. I was really hoping you'd be the type not to freak out about something like that. Not that you shouldn't. It's reasonable to freak out after a near-death experience. Not that that was super near-death, but you know, closer than what you get walking through most doors.
It's okay. I'm fine.
Good. I had a whole argument prepared about labs and the risks of working with machinery and the importance of forgiveness. Do you want me to hit all the bullet points?
That's not necessary.
Are you sure? I practiced. No, I get it. I'm Ryan.
What do you do at the lab?
I'm so sorry, but I have to ask why you're here. Why are you here?
I'm Nancy Drew. I'm here to do due diligence for a potential new owner.
I'm sorry. I'm an adult, and there's nothing funny about what you just said. Whoa! Wait! Back to the information. We're getting a new owner?
Maybe, but first I need to ask some intrusive questions.
Oh.
I know you've gotten enough of this, I really do, but it's my job.
I've done worse things for my job.
Like what?
I build tools. They're not always used in a good way.
What do you mean by that?
I couldn't tell you about it if I wanted to. Confidentiality.
Okay, good. So we're
Bye.
just gonna
Bye.
snoop around her office, and then we are going to,
This could help getting into the lab.
and I think that's it. These letters will be a puzzle later, that we will figure out later. So that's it for this episode. So, I guess I'll see you in the next one. Bye.